What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Lamasar, Sword Fam. Greetings, greetings. Thank you, Nico Jazz, also, for the ever diligent contributions to the community challenge fight tax fund. I don't know. Welcome and greetings and happy Monday and all that, of course, to lurkers in chat, VOD viewers, and everybody else as well. Tonight we are continuing Onimusha 2. Are we finishing tonight? Not inconceivable, but I don't know how confident I would be in that. Actually, I know exactly how confident I am in us beating it tonight. Not at all. It's been fairly I'm not sure if I would say slow progress. It's been in bits and starts, I guess. It hasn't been super smooth. We got a little bit stuck on a few occasions, but making progress. As far as whatever metrics we can use in the game to determine how far we are, I guess we've collected 3 out of the 5 orbs, but we've also been playing for quite a bit, so I'm not sure if it's reasonable. I mean, I guess we might be quite close to getting the 4th one. In which case, because the 3rd one was like quite a while ago. In which case, maybe the 5th one, maybe we'll get there quicker. Who knows? But we have been making some degree of progress. I guess it's also hard to tell, like, the pacing and the structure of the game has changed so much throughout. It was quite different in, like, the beginning or the first half. I don't know. And, because back then, it kind of felt like the game had, like, stages. Because you go do one thing, and then you come back to the village, and then you go some other, you know, to another level, basically. And then for the following, I don't know, 6 hours, it wasn't like that at all. So it's hard to tell. I've been enjoying my time with it, though, and I continue to do so, despite occasionally getting stuck on dumb things. Hopefully, we shall be free of getting stuck on dumb things tonight, but I can make no promises. Trying to think. Important news or updates or things to mention. I don't know. I mean, I guess nothing much happened yesterday. It was Sunday. I was not doing anything really. And I streamed all day Saturday. So I guess there wouldn't be much news or things to catch up on. And I don't think there's anything important as far as upcoming stuff that I want to mention before I forget it. I don't know. I think we're kind of we're through the worst of it in terms of all these like scheduled things with birthdays and Metroids and whatever else. So, without too much further ado, how about we just jump into the game and actually start playing? If we want to have any kind of decent shot at making good progress tonight, I think we should. I think we should get into it. Let's boot that up and let's hop on over here. Probably need to fix some stuff here. Yep. It's funny because I never like use my I don't play my old consoles or use my capture stuff when I'm not streaming, pretty much. So every time I go to boot up a game on stream, I'm like, oh yeah, shit, I should check the firmware, update the firmware on my retro tank. And obviously I'm not going to do that now. So I don't do it. And then I completely forget to do it until the next time I'm streaming anyway. But that's how it goes. Just wait for my launch PS2 to remember that it's trying to read a DVD and not a CD. See how that goes? It'll get there. It'll get there soon enough. Hey, there we go. Get rid of these jams. Sawaki soundtrack pretty hot, but Got a game to listen to now. Let me just switch my video here so I can see what I'm doing too. Might help. What's up, Led Axel? Greetings, greetings. So, if I recall, we finished last stream on kind of a having sort of gotten over a bit of a hurdle. If I recall, we went back to the Onimusha 1 castle, and we went to some, yeah, because we were in the watery parts, and we took a little boat ride, and then we went to some portal thing into these underground tunnels where we found these people who had been petrified and turned to stone. And I was expecting us to find a monster or some kind of boss fight down there, but we didn't. We did, however, find some kind of a antidote, I guess, something that will cure petrification. So we made these people human and not stone, got some items in exchange, and we were able to unstone a person who was blocking a door. We went through the door, and I guess we are now kind of opening up a new area where presumably we will eventually... Yeah, someone was talking about a monkey of some kind. Without reading too much about the of the dialogue too closely, I inferred that he was referring to whatever it was that was causing this petrification type situation. So we are presumably headed to, you know, to find that thing. Getting mixed by daylight savings. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's we're all through that now, right? Europe and America and wherever else, we all like change times in different days. I honestly, like, the change itself didn't really affect me. It's like one of those things, I didn't think about it until a day or two afterwards. But of course, with the actual daylight situation here, it's very noticeable, because once we get off daylight saving, it's pitch black outside by like 4, 5-ish. And soon enough, it's going to be pitch black by like 2, 3 p.m., which sucks. It's still, there's still sunlight when I go to work in the morning, which I'm grateful for. But even this morning, there was like kind of daybreak. Like, the sun wasn't quite up. So yeah, I feel like within a week or two, it's going to basically be dark by the time I go to work and dark by the time I leave work. Which means I really urgently need to get some D vitamin supplements, I think. What do they want it to be? Stoned? Well, these people in particular did not seem to be in a very relaxed state. So they seemed very grateful to be restored. So I think we're good. Well, let's load our savium here and see where we're at. So I think I did like a safety save, but we finally saved over the first one. So it says there that we are on Onigashima, the demon island. But the way you kind of go back and forth with these like portals and stuff, it can be a little confusing how some of these areas geographically relate to each other. Oh yeah, because we were getting to these new skeleton hallways. Yeah, so we're kind of in this new area. There's not a lot to it, I guess. Yeah, we found yeah, that's right. We found the safe spot, and then we went into this little arena thing up next, and I just happened to just get enough souls to level up something or other. I forget what I leveled up. Oh yeah, the armor, I think. Yeah, we got this fancy new jacket, that's right. We got rid of our like leather shoulder pads, but we got a pretty swanky jacket. This game is so fucking cool. I love these environments. Enemies respawn, I assume. Yep, okay. Let me remember the controls here. Lose all my health in the process. Oh, is that like a counter? I mean, yes, it was, clearly. But I'm just surprised. It felt like I hit him like 1 second after he attacked me. I don't think would normally trigger that, but... I definitely don't need to fight these guys, by the way. I just... want to kind of get used to playing. And also... I was hoping one of these would drop some health, but oh well. We actually did... when we did the optional thing, what was it called? It's not called Bloody Palace, but let's call it the Bloody Palace. I ended up spending a ton of health items, but we've gotten a lot of them back. Well, they're new ones technically, but we have plenty of them. But we should be, this should last us the rest of the game. I'm feeling pretty confident. Bloody Palace in all but name, yeah. Yeah, so we got the Genma Flute, which, so, the ghost of Jubei's dead demon mother, which is not some kind of euphemism or weird thing. It's his mom, who is also a demon. She told Oyu to find this flute and give it to Jubei. So she did. And it says something about Gorgon Dantes' aura. Because Gorgon Dantes is the demon swordsman who showed up. Well, he's the Genma swordsman. I guess Oni and Genma are two different things. But you might translate either of them to demon. So let's call him Oni and Genma to keep them separate. He's a Genma swords dude who's shown up twice to completely kick our asses before we're getting like rescued by Oyu both times. But apparently, with the power of this flute, somehow we're supposed to be able to stand up against him. And we'll see about that, I guess. But that's what's going on. But I think, well, I guess he probably has one of the orbs. Maybe this monkey thing is something else that if there is a monkey boss, I'm just speculating here. Maybe those are the two orbs. Because we started with one orb, right? You have the first orb basically right at the beginning of the game. And Oyu has the second orb. She gives it to you. Third one, I think we got from what was her name? The big whatever Genma lady. So maybe Gorgon Dantes has one more. And I guess we need all 5 before we can fight Nobunaga. Yeah, Gorgon Dantes, like, I don't know. It's so, like, the first time you fight him, by the time there's a cutscene where you get rescued, it becomes pretty obvious that, okay, well, I guess I wasn't meant to fight him. The second time, it's probably the exact same thing, but some interactions are just ambiguous enough where, like, because most of the time, whenever you attack him, he will basically cancel out of whatever he's doing to just block. And potentially, like, counter you. And sometimes he attacks you with, like, unblockable stuff. And it's probably not that difficult to just run around and avoiding him. But if you don't know whether you're supposed to fight him or not, you're not gonna go into a boss fight and default to just run around and dodge everything without fighting back. And sometimes when I hit him, it looked plausibly as if we were, like, trading hits, but it wasn't quite clear. And again, once the cutscene triggered where I was rescued, I was like, you know what? I probably didn't hit him once. But it's a little hard to tell. But obviously, we're going to be fighting him eventually. And I love those kinds of characters. Like, for a game like this, I think you kind of need a presence, like a recurring presence of of a kind of a rival or antagonist to... Oh, let me just easiest to do this. To build up some kind of... Like, to have some kind of build-up for the challenge, but also... just getting the kind of... I'm not gonna grab that. To get you, like, kind of emotionally invested. Wrong button. To care about the fight. Like, it always kind of sucks when you have... Well, I shouldn't say always, but... It can suck, for sure. When you have, like... boss characters... that show up, or just characters in general who are introduced in a cutscene, and then you fight them, and then they die, and then you never see them again. Nice, we got a spirit gauge, Oni gauge rather, extension. Thank you very much. So if there's, whoa, that caught me a little bit off guard. Nice bit of life. Like, if there's a character that you want to really hate or just be invested in looking forward to fight, like, I mean, obviously it helps from a, you know, narrative and thematic standpoint, as well as kind of a mechanical standpoint of... Dude, I press the wrong button every time. Building anticipation, like, both building up the character as, like, extremely powerful, that you keep leveling up. You can tell in your fights against other opponents that you're getting stronger, but even when you're getting stronger, you meet him again and he, like, completely wipes the floor with you. You don't have a chance, you know. But it also means, like, for the first time you see him, you know that this is a video game. You're gonna fight that guy eventually, and you're kind of, you anticipate what it's gonna be like to be powerful enough to actually fight him. And you can kind of tell, or, you know, I don't know that for a fact, but you're, I think, inclined to assume that it's going to be a satisfying boss fight. Okay, I guess we've learned how these things work now. We need to use the wind power here. Activate the elevator. And I mean, even, I forget her name, but the other Genma character. Okay, some kind of key. She was also featured in a bunch of cutscenes before we fought her, so there's, like, good build-up. If anything, Nobunaga, who's supposed to be, like, the main bad guy, there's a lot of talk about, you know, getting revenge and whatever, and, like, the bad guys are kind of talking him up. Ah, okay, so now we're back here. Oh, and there's a round. Okay, yeah, okay, I know what we're supposed to do. Well, we haven't actually seen him, really, so... I would say one of the kind of weaker points of the first game... We remove the obstruction so we can go through here. Is that the final boss kind of... shows up. It's cool, everything, but it's... As I remember it, there was, like, not a ton of build-up. Sure what I... So I'm not absorbing the purple orbs, because I already have 4, and the 5th one will trigger Onimusha mode. And I don't really need... I'd rather save that for when there's, like, a bunch of dangerous enemies or whatever. I just want to see where we're at. So I maxed out the armor, this thing. So anything that we're going to max out, if I want to level up any one item, it's going to require somewhere between 12 and 14 bars of orbs, souls, whatever. So there's no point putting any points into anything before we get that many. And if/when we do, we'll have to make a decision, I guess. using this game good. This game has had a cool atmosphere, but I'll be honest and say that the music is not something I paid much attention to. I think that mostly just comes from when I'm streaming it. I can hear the game audio and everything, but I'm spending a lot of time talking over it. So unless the music is incredibly in your face, tends to not be too noticeable to me. I guess. Health back. Nice. I'm assuming that thing's open. Yeah, I just didn't tell if it was. Down, stab, whatever. Not very rememberable. I think memorable is the word you're looking for. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's score, right? It's like not really songs. It's just kind of background music. And it's not like an indictment, it's just kind of a style. I didn't mean to hit the loading point. Solata, what's up? Happy Monday to you. Alright, let's forget that. And I think this thing said there was like a round divot or something. Nope, okay. Not here, I guess. It looks like an eyeball. Unless... Nope, okay. Definitely seems like this would be... surely I wasn't, like, misaligned. Nope, okay. I was so, like... I spent so much time being stuck here before. I feel like I was, like, trying everything and looking, and this was, like, the only thing where you can interact with something. But maybe if we go back, the other door that's in the hall, that's the elevator that takes us to the other area. It had some locked doors, because the locked door here on my left, I don't believe had any kind of keyhole or anything. I forget what he said exactly, but... Yeah, okay, there's, it's locked from the other side, basically. Do I have a commission price list? No, I don't really take commissions. I've had some bad experiences in the past. And I'm not, like, against the idea entirely. But it's something that would... I'd have to think long and hard about the circumstances. Like, doing the art request stuff for my stream has been like a nice sort of compromise in a way, because let's see if this takes us to someplace we need to go. Because basically there's a degree of trust that people and subject matter... Okay, that looks like a door. One button every goddamn time. Oh, okay, that's where you advance. Well, clearly there's a door I haven't been through, so maybe that one's locked. Sure, let's just try that. But more than anything, I know that it's going to be based on something that I'm interested in doing, and I can feel completely in control of what I'm drawing and how and everything. I don't think I'm supposed to go up here, am I? Map. Get some hydration, thanks. Oh, actually, I think I probably am to get to the door. Looks like it. Well, maybe not. It's hard to tell. But also, I don't know. It's figuring out what kind of money to charge is also difficult. Like, I don't draw for any kind of I don't do it. I don't make money off of it. I don't do it for a living in any kind of sense. Could I? Maybe. I'm sure I could. Wait. Where am I? Okay. On my right? Ah. Oh yeah, that looks like an eyeball. Okay, yeah. I never even inspected this because I could tell from the aura that, like, yeah, I'm not getting through here. I think I interpret it as a more usual, like, enemies are spawning aura kind of thing. Well, clearly it's missing an eyeball, so we're good. Yeah, like, I get people asking me about it all the time. It's just that whenever it's people I don't know, people make the weirdest requests and are, like, I don't know, you get some people who, like, commission art very frequently and are super chill and cool and respectful. But very frequently you get people who are just a complete nightmare to deal with. So it's been easier to kind of not even opening that can of worms. But I mean, I've definitely considered it. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same dude, but he reminds me of one of the characters that shows up in the first game who's like turncoat human who, like, serves Nobunaga. Alright, that's not great. Looks like they made it through okay for considering that just drop of like 12 meters onto concrete. I don't know. And she has to return to Nobunaga's castle. Getting the deep lore here. Don't tell me Kota was right in not trusting her. Right, Oyo isn't her real name. Her name is Oichi and she's Nobunaga's sister.
2年前、私が結婚した時、夫には亡くなった奥さんとの間に3人も女の子がいて、そしたら私、なんだか騙された気分になってしまって、夫のことがいっぺんに嫌いになってしまったの。でも、兄信長が浅井を滅ぼそうとしているのを知り、私も浅井の人間になった以上、兄を止めなくてはならない。そう思って岐阜城へ戻り、兄の命を。
For once, his dumbfounded look seems appropriate.
そしたら、もう何もかもどうでもよくなってしまって。十兵衛と一緒にいられるなら。
Yes, her life's all kinds of fucked, but if she can be with Jubei, she'll be alright.
それは間違いよね。ジュベイ言ったもの。鬼でも母は母だって。たとえ血はつながっていなくても、あの3人の子たちは私が帰ってくるのを待っている。
Yeah, she's like,
どうしても戻らないと。
she has to return to her kids, even though they weren't actually her kids. It's like, it's as you said, Jubei, even if she's a demon. My mother's my mother. Like, blood ties don't matter. So she has to take responsibility of her fucked up family situation. Well, Jubei doesn't even just look stern, he just looks a bit out of it. I don't know. This game's been really cool, but I think he's like the kind of lamest character. Not that there was an awful lot to Samanosuke either. But Jubei feels like even more of a blank slate. And he's not as cool looking as Samanosuke was. I guess clothes are alright, and I love the armor upgrade kind of system. Alright, so she's hanging out. That's cool. That's cool. Just to finish my previous train of thought, I didn't want to start like talking over the cutscene entirely. But yeah, as far as like art commissions go, I tried doing it and I just ended up with having a bad experience. So I mean, I've considered it. Right now, there's no. If I were to do it now, it would. I just don't have the time. And that's the other thing. Like I've been careful or cautious not to make it feel too much like work. If the only drawing I ever get to do is stuff I don't enjoy because I'm not doing it for myself, then I wouldn't really like that. But as I've been thinking, it's like, well, if I was asked by a friend or someone I know and trust, it's a different thing, because it's more about, like, if I can trust that what I'm being asked to draw is something I would enjoy doing, that's easier. It's not my job, so it's not really something I'm used to or too comfortable doing, like, whatever puts food on the table, you know? Because it's an outlet that I, you know, that I want for kind of myself, so then it's like a different type of thing. But again, like, if it was something I would like, if I were to open up for commissions, I would be very selective, I think, in who and what I would accept. But I'm also, even the idea of, like, sifting through messages and shit to even figure that out, and then, like, working out agreements, and even figuring out what I would charge, it's, it feels like a lot of work compared to just not doing it, which is kind of, where we're at. So, you know, never say never, but it's, can I have a map? Probably not, no? Yeah. But as of currently, I am not looking for commissions. Might as well save, I guess. You never know if death might lurk behind any corner here. So, we spent, like, a bunch of mysterious machinery. We spent, like, I don't know, the last however long, like, part of the previous stream. Big healing item. Kind of expecting to run into a boss fight shortly. And then I figured, well, we didn't find the boss in the last stream, so surely it'll be like right at the beginning of the stream now, and things, no. It's not really how things have worked out. So there's something about the pacing of this game is a little peculiar. There's been some cool boss fights, but they've been, I feel like it's been forever since the last one. Yeah, it's a cool game, but I I don't know. I just not sure what to make of it in some ways. Like to tease the good boss fights. Yeah, I mean, I understand it can't. There can't be. They can't be constant, and it's fine. A game like this don't necessarily need 50 cool boss fights, but with the game being longer than the first one, it feels. At least we've kind of moved through different areas and stuff, but between like repeating and just revisiting stuff from the first game, and sometimes stretches like, I don't know, it's not even necessarily about the boss fights, just like the beginning of the game had a pretty regular and understandable cadence of like action level and some kind of little set piece boss fight or something, and a little story beat, and then you go back to the village and you talk a little bit with the characters, and then you figure out where to go next, you go do that, and then you kind of come back. But here it's been like, there's no... Even right now, as we did that thing, we saw a little cutscene, there was a story beat for sure. That didn't necessarily feel like bookending a chapter or like finishing something and then moving to the next thing. It's just kind of trucking along with no clear sense of progression, in the sense that it doesn't exactly feel like we finished something. There's no like kind of dramatic peaks and valleys. It's just kind of, yeah, just moving along. The book we picked up had something. It talked about Bogandantes, the amazing Genma swordsman. This guy. And about how the Genma Flute was gonna help us win, I guess.
ああ、礼には及びませんよ。か弱い女性を救うのは男として当たり前ですからね。
As a man, of course I rescue a woman in need. No need to thank me.
ジュベ。
下がってる。
So maybe this is the blow off. Is this where we finally fight him? I mean, surely there's definitely been a bunch of build up for this. Name is Gorgondantes, the greatest swordsman of all the Genma. I love the way this dude fucking introduces himself. Like, this guy's just a straight up Power Rangers villain. That's the best. Is that quite enough? This guy fucking owns. Alright, so... Almost looked like I hit him once there. It's not a great camera angle. I'm probably gonna have to like redo this, but I just want to like start to understand a little bit about this fight. Like, did I trade or did me getting hit spawn those orbs? Yep, it's unblockable. I'm not sure if I meant to whiff punish or... Yeah, the camera angle is giving me an unusually hard time here. Or like, not the angle, but the way... Well, not the angle singular, I guess. The thing is, like, the only time it ever seems like I could conceivably hit him. See, like, I hit him out of his startup. My sword connected, but he doesn't, like, he still attacks. So I get hit. Yeah, he flashes before he throws the daggers. So there is some kind of a parry type counterattack mechanic. But I'm not sure exactly how it's triggered and how it works. Like, there hasn't been a good opportunity to practice it, to get the, for me anyway, to get a good sense of how it works. Okay, that was one clean hit at least. Okay, I fucking... I tried to sidestep, that didn't work. Like... Yeah, that was kind of what I wanted to do before, like have him whiff the second attack. Oh, okay. So the special move on this weapon is completely useless because it doesn't trigger. Well, I think I kind of rather want to be in this weapon anyway. But what you're saying is there... Okay, yeah, I can hit the projectile back. Like having him getting caught on this little rift in the floor. No. I don't feel bad about using healing items because this is probably one of the tougher fights in the game, if I had to guess. Trying to block. His attacks are really fucking fast too. Okay, let's switch to another weapon where I can at least... Yeah, okay, I got a little bit of blue meter back. I can't pop the devil trigger. I need to absorb a 5th purple orb. So unless he drops one, we're kind of out of luck. I'm landing hits, but it doesn't like really feel like we're quite getting it. Like this attack, I'm trying to like bait an attack. But his attacks come out like almost instantly, so I have to basically predict when to walk back. And my attack is too slow there. Yeah, the red one is unblockable. Of course, no health. Through a dagger. I don't know, I feel like I probably wasted a lot of time and health. Before... Dude, like there's so little time. Like his recovery window where you can hit him after he whips an attack is really short. But like doesn't... We're landing hits. But it doesn't quite seem... Or rather, it feels highly ambiguous as to whether we're kind of doing this correctly or not. Did I pick up... Yeah, Juju Doma. Right, that was her name. I'm not sure if I picked up the book after I saved. Bruna and NPC, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. I'm not even getting there with full health either. Oh, we got healing items. Oh yeah, there we go. I just want to see what it... I didn't... Yeah. Gogan Dantesu, Osorubeki Genma Kenshinari. Gogan Dantesu, the horrible, terrible, dangerous, whatever. Genma swordsman. Jutsu. So I wonder if I'm supposed to use the flute, because this talks about the flute. It's like a little bit poetic, and I can't quite read it perfectly, but basically only with the power of the Genma Flute can you defeat him. So maybe, like, I assume that I, like, have it in my inventory, and that's enough. Well, let's just see if it's an item I can actually use. Okay, I can use it. Might make things easier. You guys would probably deleted his super armor. If I can hit him. Well, yep, okay. Oh, that ought to make things a little easier. Still block. Alright, well, we can, like, hit him now, so that's good. But yeah, that was just a... and this probably means this demon attack is probably going to work now. I was just making a silly assumption. Yep. Well, kind of works is a... matter of definition, but it at least triggers it. Oh, it's oh, I didn't have enough meter. Okay, that would explain it. Kind of annoying. Hammer seems hard to use. I guess I'll heal up. I wanted to see if I could land one more hit that would give me some blue orbs before I committed to... Oh, even health. I wonder if that charged attack, hitting that, was what gave me health orbs back, but that's probably just random. I feel like this, I don't know, this boss fight worse than many others. It's like making the room, the camera angles, a big nuisance. Is that really it? Splendid, Jubei. To believe you could have become so strong. Take care of her, okay? One last thing to ask of you, Jubei. Say my name. Oh, well, there's the orb. I'll be honest, guys, that was like weirdly anticlimactic. I love the cutscenes, like introducing this fight, and this was kind of cool. But the fight itself was like kind of annoying and not very satisfying. Maybe I super fucked up and did it all super wrong, and I was supposed to do like sick counters and shit that I never learned how to do. But it was a gotta say, fairly middling payoff for game's worth of very cool build-up. But alright. Got our 4th orb. Here? Nope. Alright. Pretty cool. A box? Okay. I was trying to, like, understand. I'm trying to... There we go. I had to, like, jump down this ledge. You can't do that. You can't go up or down ledges when you're moving backwards. So I was like, oh, backing off, and then I have to turn around like that. There we go. Oh wow, I jumped all the way over big pipes. Little hops are kind of funny looking. Back in this. Oh, I can go here. Well, kind of. Oh, you can jump over. Oh, sick. Nice. What do we got? Small healing item, but alright. We didn't really end up using much. Once I remembered / understood to use the flute, we didn't really need to use that much healing to defeat the boss anyway, so... Can I, like, jump over here? The platforming, if you can call it that, is... I guess I can probably go this way. Yeah. Oh, there's a box there, though. Quite the stride there. I will say here, I think this, with the dramatic lighting and everything going on, I think this particular room is maybe one of the weaker ones in the game in terms of actually blending the real-time elements with the pre-rendered stuff. Because just the contrast didn't quite seem to line up, and the real-time elements would have to be lit just a little bit more dramatically for it to really work, I think. Alright, so this needs to be pushed down, or this row goes to the right. Oh, I already fucked up. Okay. Alright, okay. I was starting over here, so this should definitely go... Will this be enough? I think so. Navigation at least is weird. Alright, there we go. Oh wow, health extension. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I guess that means we got ways to go still. Oh yeah, like you can see the box down there, those things over by the door. Oh, there's one there. I was trying to attack to my left. I didn't realize I would auto aim to the right. Like there's this haze and that kind of I guess there's no easy way with the rendering technology used here to... Like, you can light a character, but in real time, I guess it's not that easy to add that kind of haze effect, or to essentially lower the contrast so the darker parts are still kind of fading more, so to speak. So it's not... I mean, it still looks great for the most part. It's just that the kind of... Release the... Oh yeah, so this is gonna take us back. Okay, yeah, like... It's just like the very slight cracks, like in the seams, you can kind of see things being not quite perfect. Speedy De Palma, what's up? Jube, I'm glad you're safe. Let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, that statue of that lady has a an orb-shaped divot. There we go. Ooh, CG cutscene. This shit is sick. Freaking seamless transition. No load times or anything. This shit's so slick. Love it. Yeah, it's interesting with stuff like that. You can always tell, like, it's definitely, those CG animatics, like, or cinematics rather, they're not done by the art team making the game, you know? And you can kind of tell, like, the characters tend to look pretty different. Like, the faces overall, generally, I felt looked kind of a lot worse than in the game. But I still love the look of the cutscenes. Look really cool. Let's save. Yeah, the topic of re-releases of Onimusha games certainly something that's come up. It is worth noting that one of the kind of key yeah, I guess this shutter is going to open because you can tell that the background doesn't quite, like, all these elements that are on top of this shutter door have this kind of outline that looks a little bit imperfect from certain angles. Like the way the light, the glow from this lantern doesn't quite look quite right. But hey, on a slightly fuzzy CRT, you would probably not really notice. Is that these games have like these celebrity likenesses for the characters. Which doesn't mean it's impossible. I mean, they were able to re-release the first game. But it, I'm sure, is legally more complicated. Or at the very least, more costly for Capcom. Alright. Bad shit's happening. Gotta open this door real fast. Gotta solve a puzzle. Looks like it. Alright, just rotate the right stick. But, oh, okay. I have to control. Oh. Kinda cool. Oh, there's a little timer on the top left. No time, hurry up. It's not open enough yet? Because I gotta lock in. Alright, now we can go. Sick. Well, we rode a swordfish before. It's time to ride a dragonfly, I guess. Like, how do we do this? Fuck it, just leave it to ancient Genma technology. Hold on! Like, this is fucking sick. No, let's go. Good opportunity for shoot 'em up section. I'm okay. I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm not like missing that per se. But yeah, I was mentioning before when we were in the Onigashima location with the big statues and machinery and stuff, like it's giving me pretty strong Buichi Terasawa vibes. Buichi Terasawa being the author of Space Adventure Cobra most famously, but he's done a bunch of other comics, and a good number of them have a kind of medieval setting. There's Karastengu Kabuto, there's Takeru, and even Black Knight Bat, which is more of a Western fantasy kind of thing. At least it's not explicitly set in like a Japanese style setting, like Takeru and Kabuto. But even stuff like Goku Midnight Eye, which is like a cyberpunk like private, like it's a cyberpunk version of not I don't think the story is based on Journey to the West really, but the main character is like Son Goku. It's a pretty sick comic, but basically a lot of Terasawa's different comics, they all have this like very anachronistic, strange vibe to them, where there's like aliens and monsters and creatures and machinery and technology that is like completely like you can have, you know, you can have this futuristic setting, but someone is operating out of a giant Japanese castle that is also a spaceship and stuff like that. You have like these ancient space snails that have like robotic shells with jets on them. There's this really strange and to me extremely appealing mix of fantastical elements and like completely anachronistic, bizarre mashups. And I'm really quite into that, and it's really cool to see that kind of thing here. This is interesting. So a lot of this is kind of looks like it's sort of completed already, but not quite. 6 steps and like all these different positions to go to is more freedom than you usually have for these. So obviously pushing these two down they would have to go. I was trying to think of the logistics of getting. Let's just think, like, let's just try something. So this one has to go to the bottom left, right? So what if I do this? If I can first try it. There you go. Ooh. Demon Stone. Let's expand our minds. Well, just in case we do something stupid, I should save so I don't have to do that puzzle box again, if it comes to that. It's not like I care, you know, careful not to use too many saves or anything, so it's fine. So we have our 4th orb, and I guess... Oh, fucking archers. No, I want to down stab this guy, but that's fine. No, alright, fine. So I guess we're riding back. I was not expecting Gogan Dantes to be the next boss. I was thinking he would be a little bit further off, frankly. Even though, I mean, I guess it makes sense. We got the flute. We knew that that was what we needed to defeat him. But this other dude who was like, who we saw in the cutscene, like chasing after him, I guess. Dude, anytime there's these fucking automatons, they're always blocking the camera. I mean, the game will let us know who we're gonna need to fight before the game's over. I'm just like trying to just speculate and wonder if what things are gonna look like leading up to what I assume is gonna be the final fight against Nobunaga. Maybe not. Oh, okay. I guess Jubei has to be forgiven for not understanding how piloting an aircraft works. But it would seem sensible not to assault the person controlling the vehicle. It's like, you take the wheel. Like, what the heck? I don't know how to drive this thing. There's no time. It's like, oh, okay. Just hold it steady, I guess.
よせ、お前がいくら戦っても小谷城は落ちる。なんだと？弱肉強食は世の常。お前がどうあがいても信長さんは天下を取る。諦めるんだな。黙れ。信長は人間なら諦めてもいい。だが奴は玄馬だ。玄馬がのさばると、これを倒すのが我ら野球の定め。行くぞ、徳四郎。ああ、待て。そんなに欲しければこの船は貴様にくれてやる。やげをつけてな。
Infinite cutscenes. Sorry. Oh, dude, that's sick. This is so fucking cool.
このままでは小谷城が攻め落とされる。何か手はないのか。
I guess that's Oda Castle. Oh, okay. A circle. What did I trigger?
これは
Roll
これで
panel?
攻撃できそうだぞ。
Seems like we can attack with this.
鬼の血のおかげかもな。
How do you know that? Maybe because of my demon blood.
小田勢に人を吹かしてやるぜ。
I'll just fucking push some buttons. Shoot him upstage, here we go. How do you like that? Destroying Oda army. Took a little juice out of the ship, though, I guess.
なったら一か八かだ。おゆ、このまま一気に岐阜城へ向かうんだ。
岐阜城へ。
信長と最後の決着をつけてやる。
Alright, okay. We're going to Gifu Castle for the ultimate showdown against Oda Nobunaga, apparently. I guess we'll figure out the 5th orb along the way, or maybe we don't need it. I'm not sure. I wasn't quite expecting that. Alright, okay. Here we are, I guess. Yeah, so we, I feel like there's been, like, the only thing in between these save points have been, like, cutscenes. Toshiro, is that his name? Toshiro, I don't know. The little dude. We caught up with him, and then he, like, ran away or opened some trapdoor, and then he had a giant airship that he flew away in, and we got the emergency dragonfly jet hang gliders so we could catch up with them. I thought that would be like a whole big section, but no, it was like 2 rooms. And then he abandoned ship, we had to take control, and then we just crashed into this castle, I guess. It was pretty awesome though. At the beginning of the stream I was like, yeah, I don't know how much of the game is left, we might have quite a bit to do. But maybe we're like heading into the final boss fight. I don't know. Like the pacing has been a little uneven and has made it a little bit unpredictable. Like, it's hard to have a sense of how far along things are. That's not, okay, no, that's a pre-rendered box. You can't open those, I guess. Fucking off-screen spares.
俺は信長に使えることに決めたぜ。お前の首を持っていけば、まず一国一城の主は間違いあるまい。覚悟しろ。貴様、そこまでして出世したいのか。面白おかしく生きられるなら、相手が玄馬だろうが手を結ぶぜ。それが貴様の本当の気持ちなら。
That's really how you feel. Very well. Yeah, he wants our head to... so he can be... king somewhere? I don't know. He had some kind of brand obsessions. Oh, that's quite the range. Okay, let's switch to a weapon where we have some gauge. Can't switch, probably because I was in the middle of... No, wow. Can't change equipment at all. Oh shit, what the... Whoa. I can't even use any of my fucking demon weapons. That's why I didn't have any meter. Huh. I haven't even had this fucking thing equipped. Holy shit. Okay, I probably should have equipped this. Except it won't do anything because we can't use... Wow, okay. Well, that's... I'll know that for next playthrough, I guess. We went through quite considerable effort to get this, and I was wondering why it didn't seem to have much effect. This item is supposed to make it so that our weapons use, like, 30% less demon gauge for special moves. And I don't know if it's because we're in Genma land now, so we can't use any of it. Maybe that'll be for the rest of the game, in which case I discovered that I can equip it immediately upon the point where you can no longer use it, which would be quite something. At least this guy's too difficult to hit. So yeah, obviously this is a fight that would have triggered because we didn't become good enough friends. I didn't give him enough booze and sweet fruit and whatever else back in the village. This guy was a bit of a womanizing jerk anyway. Yeah, it's like after I lost my wife and child. Like, my life got all fucked up anyway. All that was left was chicks and booze. But I got tired of even that. He's like, wow, so you deliberately provoked me so that you could die by my blade. Well, seems like it worked out in the end for him. Okay, we got his weird dick necklace. Yeah, I don't know. But it would be interesting to see, like, if you befriend him. Just like a... Oh, cool. I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. I was like, can I use it? Alright. Was this the way this should have ended? I accidentally used a door, I think. Well, there probably wasn't anything left in that other corner. Yeah, rip that guy. Oh, hello. But yeah, it would appear that maybe, for the time being at least, stuck to using our human sword. Because I think it said on the item description of the necklace. Yeah, fucking suck. Oh, okay, we can. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Well, I guess I'll. We have a bunch of these left that we didn't have to use against Gorgon Dantes, so. I was like, is it because we're in like the fucking Genma world or some shit? Oh, purple orb, perfect timing. But I guess it was in that particular fight. We couldn't switch. Maybe we didn't want to use the demon powers against our sort of kind of friend. Maybe that's what's going on there. Oh, dude. So yeah, this is like the top outside part of the tower in the first game, right? The door here? Can't see shit. Being able to manually trigger, like, I'm of two minds. I don't mind the way they've done it. Like, the only thing that happened right now is that I didn't realize, because the orbs were kind of overlapping, so I didn't see that I was grabbing a purple one. But the thing is, like, if you were allowed to stockpile that meter and not use it, I would spend so much of the game with a full meter not wanting to use it that I think forcing you to is not the worst idea. Oh, purple. Okay. So I guess that means we've got a purple Bloody Palace ahead of us at some point. We keep getting souls, so hopefully we'll get enough to level up something else before we're done. I feel like the hammer's probably better weapon against these guys. People use it more if you can build it up for a boss fight. Well, you say more, but I think you would end up saving them for a boss fight. You would end up saving it until you're like, oh, I shouldn't use it just yet. I shouldn't waste it. Well, that's the thing. Dodging the orbs generally is not that awkward, really. And like, that was the first time, pretty much, I've picked the 5th one up by default. And it was only really awkward because it was, like, after defeating the one enemy in the room. Like, as it stands, you don't really get purple orbs during boss fights, so this is also a way to prevent you from just using it during boss fights. Well, maybe not every boss fight, but, like, if you could have it against Gorgon Dantes, like, that seems like it would make sense. Kind of funny, though, that the black ink is, like, very much not there, and then all of a sudden it is. Yeah, there's some black goop blocking us from the path to the tower. I gotta find a way to get rid of it. Was there really any place else we can go? Or did we have... Assuming it's not this, yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. You end up using it, you say randomly, in my opinion, like, it makes it... I think there's definitely a... Like, in a lot of games... Wait, what's that in the corner? That green thing? Oh. I think there's a very real kind of risk. Aha. Ladder. Of allowing players to save stuff and hold on to it longer than they probably should. It's not a good weapon for this. I'm just like knowing myself, like holding on to like grenades or potions, or you know, depending on the game. Like there's a lot of games that can do things in different ways, like incentivizing not stockpiling things forever. Is he getting new? I figured I was like gonna defeat all these little guys first, but I can't tell if they're multiplying. Big health orb. I think we're whittling them down, right? Or not. Oh, the fucking camera, though. Not usually that big a deal, but right now it's giving me a bit of a hard time here. Something I can interact with. There we go. Okay. I'm not even sure what that means. Like, to take a relevant comparison would be something like the rage mode in like God of War, where you build it up kind of slowly, so you get it every now and then, not too frequently. Okay. But you are generally a bit scared to like to spend it, like to cash it out when it doesn't seem like a good idea to do so. And as a result, just like kind of end up sitting on it for a long time. And you can't quite be sure if it's a good time to use it or not. So being kind of forced to use it, in my opinion, is not... Okay, I was holding block, but you know, I think it's also... It's a fine balance, because I definitely think... There we go. Oh, it's a scale. Golden scale. Yeah, scale is missing. It's the same thing with like resource management and stuff. Like it can be fun. Like sometimes having to deal with something that like is an inconvenience can be part of the game, where you could change a mechanic in a game to make something more convenient. But having, like, being forced to deal with that slight inconvenience, to manage that inconvenience, can be an important part. Like, if you don't have that, you can very much have a situation where what you get instead is, like, a worse experience, basically. But of course, people are gonna feel different about it too, you know. So, I think it's very. Huh. Hold on, fucking Guts Tower Temple. I just think it's a tricky balance to strike. So 11, we're actually quite close to leveling up, but not super duper close. Hopefully we're not. Hopefully the final boss isn't like in the next room, because then we won't get to level up. Hello, hello. Sopai Bella on. My text color is like barely readable for some reason, but hello and welcome. Okay, this looks interesting. It's interesting. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is a good time or not, but I kind of need to go to the bathroom, and I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, so seems like a good time to take a short break. We will continue discussing power-up special ability, design philosophy, and whatever else after the break. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. See you guys shortly. All right. All right. Radmobile. It's got some pretty rad music, that's for sure. That is for sure. All right. All right. Let's do this. We saved our game. I hope. I'm pretty sure. Let's... Okay, there's a ladder. Right. Oh, okay. Now, I see. I see. I don't know why I was confused. I thought... I didn't realize for a second that the rooms on the right is where we came from. For some reason, I thought it was where we were going. There's a ladder and there's a doorway here? I see. Yeah. Yeah. Figures? That does not open. Well, that means that we're going to go through that at some point. We're climbing up. And maybe what's up here is going to give us the orbs we need to level up something. Showing up was in Jubei.
俺は不死身だと言ったのが覚悟しろジュービーこの先は我らが大魔王信長様のアジトだ絶対に通せ
Told you I was invincible, but I'll never let you reach Lord Nobunaga's hideout. Oh, that's perfect. I just fucking backed right into him. Yeah, so we defeated this guy in the forest. But we didn't quite kill him, I guess. According to him, he's invincible. We'll see about that. Well, there was like a demon juice thing in the room right below, right? So we can probably just spend the meter. And also, now that I remember to equip the thing, damn, it really does cost a lot less meter. Man, is it even shaving it off by 2/3? I wasn't quite sure how to read. Fuck. I was hoping I'd absorb that first. Fucking hell. Nope. No, I couldn't see which way I was facing. Fuck it, let's do this. I missed the purple orb. I was trying to back off, but I backed the wrong direction. Looks like we can stun lock him with this, and he keeps dropping all kinds of orbs, so... Oh, whoa. Okay, that's new. Pretty funny, this dude ends up being like the big old recurring boss. For like... Gogan Dantes was, I mean, cool and all, but not, I don't know. This is a more climactic fight. Definitely enough meter to level something up. Okay, the perspective, like... Or seeing like how to position stuff. Oh shit. I was basically thinking, like, let me just use up this until I run out of meter. But I keep getting more meter than I spend. And if I can't kill him by killing his legs, at least I can get a shit ton of extra souls for it. At this rate, I might even fucking get enough to level up 2 things. Occasionally drop health anyway, so like I can pretty much target the legs and the occasional stray hit on him. It's just, you know, that's gonna be enough. Oh, it's like... Holy shit, the orbs. I'll just shoot out these missiles. Because you can use the special when you're in this mode, instead of using the regular special, it just does that projectile thing. And you just get like infinite iframes doing this anyway, so... I was trying to target him actually for once, but... And if there's something else I should be doing here... I don't know. It seems to work well enough. Oh shit. Like, I guess the pattern has changed. Or it's just, I don't know. Maybe he would have done that attack the entire time and I just kept him from doing it. Well, that was a weirdly satisfying fight. Help me, help me. I will say, over the course of these fights with this dude, it's been a satisfying escalation. And that's the final orb. Orb of Courage. Alright, okay. 32, that should be... oh well, plus whatever else we get from his... yeah, 34. Okay. Man, there really might not be that much left. Did you use the orb in that door? Time to summon Shenlong. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Let's go down this bone ladder. Yeah, because it was like, I don't need to worry about spending meter because you can refill your meter in this, like, in the next room. And then once I started spending meters, like, wait, hang on, I get this shit back. But I'm sure that strat would absolutely not work if that strat would definitely not work if you didn't have that item. So yeah, this weapon generally has not been very. It's like kind of difficult and awkward to use, and it has the, to me, worst special move. I don't think I'm that likely to need to use the hammer, but I could level up my armor fully to get to complete my look. Because I was thinking maybe I'd level up one weapon and one piece of armor. Because it wouldn't surprise me if this is legit our last chance to level shit up. I don't know if it is or not, but it very well might be. Do we get cooler pants or cooler arms? Let's I'm like very tempted to just, you know, make do with the weapons we have. I have a bunch of healing items and just like make sure, like, just go for maximum swag and just level up our outfit. I don't even know. The game doesn't really make it super clear that your defense actually goes up. I mean, I'm assuming it does, because otherwise, kind of, what's the point? I mean, I guess you look cool. That's almost like, to me, it's like worth it to look cool, even if you don't actually get a benefit, like, mechanically. Yeah, I like the... Okay, actually, let's do these. Huh. Alright, okay. It looks a little funny. It looks like they're giant knee pads or something, but it's just because his pants are like baggy, I guess. Fuck it, let's go for maximum swag. I think we'll actually have a bit of meter left. It's pretty cool. It's not gonna be enough, but I know I won't put it towards the spear. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I need like I had like 12, 11, and I need like 14 or something. There we go. I wasn't in love with this jacket when I leveled it up. But when you have the full gear, it actually looks pretty cool. Oh, what's up, Oji-san? I've been having a good time with it. I played through the first game recently. I never played any of them before. And I was I shouldn't say that I was torn on this, but I wasn't immediately convinced that I liked this game better than the first. But I think this game has, because there are still things I think are a little bit clunky. I think it's like, I've gotten stuck on a few sort of puzzles and things where it's not super clear what you're meant to do. The whole gift-giving system with the partner characters is also a little bit clunky, the way certain things work. It's cool. I like the characters and the way they show up in the game. But it's not, I don't know. There are parts of that that make it a little clunky. And also the way, like, there's a bunch of NPCs and talking. The first game, for better or for worse, like, it's a lot more... Or, this game, rather, it expands a lot on the first game. And in many ways, like, it's bigger and has... Making a game longer isn't at all a way that to make a game better, necessarily. Like, in itself, it doesn't make a game better, but... The one thing that I think this game unquestionably improves on the first game is just by having kind of a larger scope. There's a much greater variety in types of locations and environments. And the environments and the atmosphere, I think, is this game's, like, the coolest thing about it. So... It just does more, like, the first game did that well, but I think this game does that much better, and there's much more of it, which is really, really cool. And I was saying in the beginning, like, if this game is very similar to the first game, but it just, like, drags on a little too long, and it has, like, these convoluted systems. So can I use this here? Maybe there's a, no. Anytime you use, oh, maybe over here. That looks like a orb receptacle. CG? Cutscene? Not quite? No. Okay. Like, early on, I was thinking, you know, I'm not convinced this is a cooler or better game, but if there's enough cool, memorable set pieces and boss fights and stuff, there will be enough about the game. Hey, she made it. Or she's a ghost. Or something. Or she made it, and she will turn into a ghost, because Nobunaga's gonna snipe her or some shit. Who knows? But yeah, I think at this point, like, it's clear that this game absolutely has a lot of sick shit in it, which makes me even more excited to play the third and fourth game. Yeah, she definitely sort of fell off screen quite conspicuously. I have to go alone because I'm a tough man. Also, Nobunaga's your brother. Can't kill him in front of you. He's so gruff and bland. I don't like Jubei much as a character. Facial animation, I mean, it's fine for the time and everything. It's not bad looking, but it's interesting. We were playing Extermination a few weeks ago, and even for a 2001 game, that game has like really impressively expressive characters. This I feel like is more par for the course. I mean, overall, this is an amazing looking game. But when you have these kind of emotional scenes and the characters don't really emote, it doesn't perhaps resonate quite as well as it could. Yeah, Onimusha 3 is definitely the one that most people seem to remember the most fondly and have most to say about. I think certainly there's a decent chunk of people who play the first one and remember that fondly. Oh, there he is. Took you so long, Jubei. Dude, this is fucking sick. Avenge my clan and kill you. Oh, dude, this is pretty sick. See, this is what I was waiting for in the first game. Dude, there we fucking go. Yeah, like obviously Onimusha 1 was a big deal as like a relatively early PS2 game. And this one was like, yeah, you know, it kind of improved and expanded on that game in some ways. But not nearly as many people seem to... Like, Onimusha 2 is not a game that seems to come up that frequently nowadays, so to speak, compared to even 1 or 3. And the fourth game, Dawn of Dreams, is like... I know it wasn't received super well. It was a very late PS2 game. And, I don't know if it's good or bad. I've heard people say, like, when I've been playing these games, people mention how, like, it's... and I guess it plays quite differently. It's got different characters and stuff. I mean, obviously, there's no real same characters in this and the first game. But Samanosuke is back in the third game. But 4, I mean, I know the main character's different, but... I guess I just got the impression that it's... I mean, the game is not even called Onimusha 4. It's called Shin Onimusha. Like, it seems like they were kind of deliberately... sort of... positioning it as a... It's the fourth game, but it's also kind of a... Well, it's a reboot of sorts, I guess. You would call it. So I guess maybe they also saw fit to change things that made people not like it as much. Oh boy. Okay. Movement can be a little trickier. He's a demon lord. Really cool. Oh, okay, we got red orbs. Fire, I guess. Let me heal up. And let's switch weapons. I guess the wind power here is going to be potentially helpful if he's flying. Blocking as well, okay. Like, I can get iframes. I mean, I think it would seem that when I have this necklace thing, I'd remember to equip it sooner to help sort of trivialize certain fights. I think he's kind of looks like he's blocking, so I guess I just have to avoid this. Dude, I fucking love how all the environments, like everything going on. I guess I probably use a gun also. You have the like the full demon shit, but also the like guts, alien, like organic. Hard to block. Like it's all like mixing all these different elements. You have this like weird futuristic stuff with the airship and the weaponry, like not specifically here, but like the overall sort of depiction of Nobunaga's powers and the whole like Genma. I don't know, it's just really fucking cool. Yeah, he's gonna use all different elements. I think I countered him. Oh, alright. The ice now. Just use my fucking meter. It's funny, like the camera stuff hasn't bothered me throughout the game really. But in some of these late boss fights, it's definitely been weirdly troublesome. I can't block this either, it would seem. And I can't really even see where I'm moving. So I do have a thing that'll give me even juice refill. Quite can do that. Attack there. It seems, I don't know, is the wind magic gonna be like the only way to hit him? I don't know. It's not. The boss fights, I don't know. The bosses, a lot of them have been really cool. The fights have been a little bit confusing, like not exactly sure what to do and or if what I'm doing is effective. All right, let's I don't have shurikens, but I do have a rifle, which I haven't used the entire game. I've got like exploding arrows. Time, I guess. Blocking, like I can't even see. Oh, he hit me and I died. Okay, I didn't see what happened. I think generally it would absolutely have been worth trying the gun when he's flying. But I think a combination of him doing a particular attack and the camera angles making it hard for me to determine when I should try shooting and aiming. And also just, since I've never used the gun, I'm not really used to how it works, so I'm not sure about the sort of timing of it. The problem is just do this basically, because once he starts flying around, I won't really be able to use this special anyway. But yeah, like even this room too, right? As far as the cool shit they're like all combining, this like the giant skull robot machine with like Japanese like masks and faces, and there's that what looks like a giant elephant on his chest, kind of invoking almost, you know, this other kind of religious-esque imagery. Oh boy. I can still hit him a little bit now. Yeah, so I like this is like the second phase, right? But I think he went into it like distinctly different phase when he started flying up higher and shit. So use this. Actually, let's try this. He reacted. I'm not sure if he blocked it or I hit him or what, but dude getting fucking comboed here. I think I died. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Trying it. Normal mode. Yes. Still, yeah, just like mashing the special move through that first phase seems perfectly fine. Like, the thing is, I'm sure we'll finish the fight with a bunch of healing items left, so I can basically probably just tank it. But it'd be nice to have some sense of having not simply done that, I guess. I'm just feeling like really annoyed that I didn't realize that you had to actually equip the necklace, so I spent a really good chunk of the game with a really useful, powerful item that I just didn't use because I didn't realize how to use it. So I don't need to wait until I'm at like the very bottom of the life bar because this isn't going to fill it up anyway. Yeah, this is like about half health, I think, now that my life bar is extended this far. Because for the longest part, of course, the medium and big healing items both were basically full health, so let me try to use the gun just to sort of get a feel for how it works. I want to kind of have both of us on screen. See what's going on. Yeah, he's like blocking. But you can hear him grunt when I hit him. Every now and then. So maybe... it will be useful. Iframes didn't quite last long enough. I feel like in the first game, it's a lot easier to like aim, like when it's like flying enemies, you can do this attack that just like attacks above you, and it's a lot easier to just do reliably. I can run out of the corner, but I should heal. If I fucking can, I was mashing start. I got comboed. Alright. I need to not be stingy. So it's kind of annoying. The most annoying thing is just that I can't get back to as far as I was the first time. Because I didn't even get to the part where we started using the wind power. Because that's the worst one. Or it used to be. But now I'm getting wrecked by the lightning. At least this part's easy enough. Of course. I can kind of see that coming, I guess. Alright. Jesus Christ, alright. Let me just fucking use my... There we go. I guess the running slash kind of work. Well, it doesn't work when he goes up like that. See, I'm like, I want to do like overhead. Oh wow, okay. I think he basically blocked all that. Oh, see, once you get hit once, you just like keep getting hit. I guess it doesn't do a lot of damage, but I just realized it didn't even get him to go back to like the Alper thing. Yeah, I think he blocked all that. Like when you see the little pink sort of barriers in front of him, pretty sure that means he's not getting hit. Running mostly keeps you safe, but oh my god. Like, you have to, like, heal up so preemptively, and I don't understand what I did that made it so much more, like, how I avoided getting hit and stuck the same way the first time. But I have at least a few items to refill my spirit juice, so I think I should just be more liberal with using my green magic as soon as the opportunity presents itself, basically. So I wanted to land some normal hits in between. It's literally just doing this until I'm out of meter. I don't think it's quite enough to clear this space. Am I gonna die in phase 1 now? I guess so. We're doing literally worse every time here. Ultimate screen shake and like lightning bolts all over the screen. Impossible to see what's going on. Alright, so he's getting hit there for sure. Oh, okay. Earth magic. Holy shit, can I didn't even see my life bar there. So like, the gun would be really hard to use here, because I might give a shot, but it's dangerous to stop. Yeah, see, even shooting takes like a good... He's like blocking shit too. Be healing back up, am I don't know. Life and shit. He's not really hitting me. The wind like just hits so slow and it stays on screen for so long. It's by far the most just like annoying to deal with, even if it isn't the most damaging. I mean, it hurts, but yeah, let's take a look. So yeah, this is a full refill of both magic and health. So I want to use this, but I want to make sure that I use at least most of my magic. So this, yeah. I won't use it now, but probably the next time I refill, that's the one I use. So this is a small magic heal or recovery, medium magic, large magic. So I can recover quite a bit of magic, and it seems safe to assume that when I use it, it will recover for all weapons, not just like whatever I have equipped. That's not hitting, but at least use a little more magic here. Purple orb, alright. I have iframes, just shoot homing orbs. Did any of that do any damage to him? I have no idea. Alright, let's use this. And let's switch to this. Kind of looks like he shielded, but he... I don't know, it's not unambiguous enough that he's like literally healing back up for me to feel confident that him going back to that altar thing. Never mind, yeah. I was gonna say, like, is he healing? Is that like... Are we stuck in an endless loop? But no. I didn't think so, but it's like... Oh shit. Holy shit. I don't know that we're quite done yet, but we'll see. All right, all right. If this is another fight, there won't be a checkpoint for this, I'm guessing. And the power of Oni. But, you know, this might just be cinematic. Alright, we're going full Onimusha mode. I mean, I guess we should, right? That's like the end of the first game, too. Yep. Oh, shit, yeah, it's like the full-on from the first game. Except fucking ultimate gutsified with extra horns and shit. Alright, that's pretty sick. Alright, well, here's our shoot 'em up stage. Yeah, we got fucking Psycho Gun. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. That's pretty sick, though. So are they like changing colors? No, okay, they just look kind of blue when they get hit. Alright, we're targeting. Oh, we can actually shoot out his projectiles with mine. Okay, heal. I was gonna say, hopefully I still have my healing items. Oh, okay, there's still like tank controls, we just gotta lock on. Yeah, this is pretty fucking sick. This game is anime. But yeah, I feel like the Terusawa vibes are only getting stronger and stronger. With these like giant, absurd machines. I feel like I could get stomped and one hit killed, wouldn't shock me. I'm not sure if I can block that or not, but... Oh yeah, I guess his left leg are right. It's all fleshy because we blew up the armor. Yeah, and that. So the game's just like automatically locking on the targets one at a time, it seems. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're making progress at least. Yeah, this game has been like really good about introducing new locations and concepts and shit that seems like they're a bit out of left field, but still feel completely appropriate. Alright, let me just... That other arm up there shouldn't be... Alright. Not standing still. Alright. It's pretty intense. Using the quick turn effectively here to create some... Oh, nice. We got the arm. I think we're targeting the head up there now. heal up. There's one full heal. I can barely tell to what extent I can even target, because he puts so much of this shit out that it's kind of preventing me from locking on. I mean, I think the occasional stray bullet kind of finds its way there, but not super easy to tell. We'll do this. So we can basically only heal twice more here. Do I just mash this to shoot these things out of the sky? Yeah, it's the darker faces that are, I feel like, a little bit harder to deal with. Run away, please. No! Please. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, so we know that demon powers are not gonna matter, like, once we get past the first fight. So it's worth refilling our magic to keep us alive longer / killing him faster. As opposed to having to use more healing items in this fight. Yeah, I couldn't figure out any other kinds of attacks anyway. Granted, I didn't try attacking without locking on, but doubt that would make any difference. Okay, let's. I tried to try charging. I'm not sure if I successfully tried it. The way it works is you hold R1, but you have to press the button really firmly to charge. So it's hard to tell if that was something. That, like, worked. Oh shit, I didn't realize that was... Use the meter for this. Actually worked out super well, I can say. Smashing start. Alright. I think that was a really, really powerful start to the fight, though. So I might as well, like, the green... Again, like, the magic refill shit is... Well, I guess I can try to make use of... I mean, I was on borrowed time there, so... I think that actually hits him, but... time to try and activate other stuff. So I won't use this because this is also a full heal, but I can use my large magic refill. And I'll use a medium heal. And we'll swap back to this. Yeah, it seems like I can kind of cancel his wind with mine. Yeah, it's got good range too. No magic refill there. So I wonder if I can maybe hit him with this. Sidestep that, didn't quite work. Get up, please. I feel like I should be able to, like, hit his legs. Yeah, exactly. It's not super effective, but still pretty good. There was a big healing orb over there somewhere. Well, that's probably lost now, but... Wait, what the... Oh, I'm out of meter. Okay. Let me just take a look, because I'm out of this. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll use this. It drops a bunch of healing items just as I did that. All right. But yeah, okay, just using more. And I mean, I still had more magic items. Just pressing square, holding R1, no. But I should not be getting hit early on, really. Okay, a little orb over there. Okay, so that was the first leg taken care of already. Back up 3 decently fast without running. bit scary. It looked like he like stomped me to death the last time, but I don't know if it's like really damaging or if I just didn't have health. I don't remember exactly. You have to kind of stop to do the quick turn. It's a little, can be a little scary. Dominic was already knocked down. Yeah, that's definitely possible. I feel like all I can really rely on is like the occasional stray hits. Like once I don't know, am I supposed to sort of sidestep these more? I don't know, it's not super easy to figure out. The arm should probably be done pretty soon. And that's where the real trickery begins. But at least I haven't used like 4 healing items before we're at that point. So that's basically 6 full heals left. So I think it's fair to say that we're in a better spot than last time. But the issue isn't necessarily with staying alive even, it's with making sure any of my bullets make their way to him. I'm trying to look at the top of the screen just to see how that's working out. And it looks like, you know, you shoot out 4 bullets and maybe 1 makes it there. But it seems fairly consistent that at least 1 actually does. Okay, I'll heal up again. Let's hydrate. I mean, the game's any combo. The game's not half-assing it with the climactic final battle, that's for sure. Because the first game, I think, maybe did a little bit. It was like cool, but I wanted to fight Demon Nobunaga. We didn't really get to do that. Fought like the Snake King of Genma world or whatever. Heal up. Didn't even see that thing coming through. Like, I guess as long as you don't stand entirely still, kind of dodge most stuff. So I'm kind of shifting back and forth a little arbitrarily, hoping for the best, hoping to sneak in enough stray shots. And this is a perfect opportunity because we're landing some hits there. Taking advantage of the fact that when I get hit, I actually get knocked further away from him. What I want to do, create a little bit of space. Oh, okay.
貴様などに我が野望の炎は消せん。必ずや蘇り、我が野望を果たしてくれ。
Nobunaga impressed with our vision. Shooting 5 in the middle one always. Well, I mean, okay. Not super easy to parse, but it looks like we did it. Fucking freeze frame. Credits? Yeah, there we go. Onimusha 2. We did it. So, I mean, I guess we kind of got our revenge on Nobunaga. Not the last we've seen of him, but kind of an abrupt ending there. That was, I mean, holy shit. I mean, yeah, this game ultimately delivered big time. Super sick fucking demon. Like, yeah, this game made up for the lack of Demon Nobunaga in the first game. Like, holy shit. Oof. It's kind of interesting. I think the I feel like this game was definitely harder than the first one. Some of the challenge was, to me, I don't know, borderline frustrating at times. Nothing too bad, but I mean, I think the first game had to, like, we needed a couple of attempts on the bug lady boss. I think the combat in these games, like, the fighting feels fun generally. Like, hitting with your sword has a very satisfying feel to it. And in the regular combat, the auto, like, targeting, the blocking, even if you don't really make use of the parry instant counter thing, or like timing your specials to make use of iframes, or like using the correct weapon for the correct enemies. Like, there's a lot of things like that you can do to make your life easier that you're sort of expected to a degree. But even on a super core level, like pressing buttons and having stuff happen on screen, like, it feels good. But I think, I don't know, the boss fights feel a little bit designed. How do I put it? They don't feel necessarily like a test of skill or like test of understanding of. I don't necessarily feel like I'm doing the exact same thing as I'm always doing, but I have to be a little more careful or have more precision. And I don't know exactly what the answer is. And I'm not to say that the fights are bad, but I think the bosses are all more memorable or cool from the character creature design and the presentation than the challenge and the fight itself being particularly satisfying. And that's not a big complaint. I think that's not an uncommon thing, you know? I'm trying to remember how I felt about Genji. Because I think in that game, when we fought, I don't remember the name of the character, but the guy that you fight a couple of times in that game, once we like got the hang of there were some mechanics that I hadn't quite learned, and once we got the hang of that and you used the counters or whatever, like, I remember those fights getting super fun and engaging. And I don't know that I really felt that way about this game. Like, Extermination, as another example of a game we played recently, was cool, and it had some super cool boss designs, but the boss fights were like kind of shitty. Like, mechanically, you just kind of stand somewhere and shoot, and then you awkwardly try to not get hit, and, you know, try to prevent yourself from having to use all your healing items too frequently so you can kind of survive your way. Like, it, you know, it doesn't feel that plausible to like get really good at the mechanics of the game in order to avoid stuff. Like, it just feels a little clunky in that way, and I think this game felt a little bit like that. Oh yeah, right, the intro song, Russian Roulette, by Umiyasu Hote. I had totally forgotten about that, because we keep skipping the intro stuff. But I wonder, I guess because we have save data on the well, not on the disc, but it skips the music video opening. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We always watch credits on this channel when we beat a game. So we'll see if there's something at the end here. But yeah, I think, like, the combat feels pretty fun, and I think it's cool that there is ostensibly a lot to see and do in terms of the scenario system with the, you know, the gift giving, unlocking different scenarios and cutscenes and whatever. But for me, the like what makes me enjoy these games for sure is like the set pieces and the cool shit and the environments. And the kind of atmosphere that comes from that. Because environment art isn't generally something I'm that interested in. Or like find very compelling. But there were really, really cool environments in this. I wasn't particularly compelled with Jubei, for example, as a character, but seeing what cool shit we would get to see next definitely had me excited to push forward. So I guess that was Oyu. Don't really recognize her like that, but I assume that's her. Or Oichi. Her real name, I guess. This is nice. This looks so fucking good. Like, the ending was so abrupt, so it's nice to, even if there's not much to this, just seeing a little more. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know that their relationship feels like super believably fleshed out. I mean, they do have some nice scenes together. Do this seamless CG transition. I love that shit. Nobunaga never ends. We'll see more of him, I'm sure. Well, I know he's in, like, the intro to 3, at least. I played the very beginning of 3 when it came out. And, him showing up is, like, the only thing I remember. And also that, that Jean Reno speaks French, and then he speaks English, and when he speaks English, he's dubbed. Yeah, I think that was a crow. Not bad. Tsuni. Yeah. This is so sick. We get a fucking ad for 3. That's the finale? Finally, whatever. Yeah, it's Tsuni. Yeah. Someone else gets fucking demon orb arm. Onimusha 3. Now in development. That is so cool. Yeah, the first game ends with a teaser for Onimusha 2. I didn't expect this. Oh, cool. We get to see... Yeah, so this is what I'd read a little bit. The first time I kind of got stuck on this, there was a thing I didn't, like, understand. I knew that you could have optional scenes play out and stuff. But I did not understand the depth and complexity of it until I read a little more about it. And from my, like, brief look at that, it seemed clear to me that there's a lot to it, which this goes some ways towards explaining. Like, if I hadn't read anything about it and just played the game, this would have introduced me to the idea of, like, oh shit, there's, like, different stuff that can happen. But I would probably have missed a lot of this stuff too, because, yeah, like, this is the part where we get stuck, and, yeah, Kotaro, Jubei o tasukeru, like, this is where we got stuck, and we have to save Jubei. So, I'm guessing the purple stuff is like mainline routes cannot ever be avoided. I guess purple is like Jubei's color, because you can see on the top right. Sorry, I should probably translate this for people who can't read. Yeah, it's a scenario completion route. Scenario completion percentage 58, and then it lists all the characters. So the red is Oyu, blue is Kotaro, green is Magoichi, and yellow is Eke. I'm actually really surprised that Kotaro has such a low percentage, and we got so much of Oyu, because I mean, I guess, I don't know, it feels like Kotaro showed up a ton. So Oyu first shows up here, and assuming, like, it looks like, I guess, the orange path here, like, when it doesn't show a branch, I suppose that means we couldn't have seen anything else. So early on here, I didn't gift much, because I didn't really understand how it worked, and I don't think I'd fully explored even all the village and found all the items I could, so I presumably should have gifted more stuff. Because early on, you only have Magoichi and Eke. Yeah. Chapter 2, Part 7, Kotaro's, like, meeting Kotaro. And yeah, this was optional, because you have to go, like, around behind the stable to find him. Yeah, so you can kind of deduce a little bit of this, but it still seems, from even skimming that guide, it seems somewhat nightmarish to try to complete this. Because it does not tell you... I mean, you can see here, depending on where they are on the graph, like, red and blue here is the scene, like, this is when Kotaro tells you that he doesn't trust Oyu. So I guess there's an alternate section here where maybe, well, you can tell from where it is on the graph that it probably, well, it involves Kotaro, but maybe it involves Oyu as well, so maybe it's her talking about him or something. But yeah, you're probably right that, I mean, there's certainly, we missed scenes with her. And yeah, there's stuff like this where you can see here that you could have taken this path with any character. You can even, yeah, like after this, I guess it branches back to the middle path. Or none of, like, if you don't build friendships with any of the characters, you probably don't get any of these scenes. You probably just go in that straight line in the center. Because yeah, you can see here, like, there is still a straight line in the center, which we did not take. But over here, after getting out of the forest, like, yeah, we missed a bunch. But of course, everything on the bottom, like, once you get... yeah, like stuff like this, when you get rescued by her from Gogandante's first battle. Yeah, like, that's just how that plays out. That's not going to play out any differently. But I think, yeah, when we go to... yeah, when, like, you go to the village, you go to the Yagyu village, you learn about your mother, and yeah, this is like when they have a chat, and I think this is where he said that thing about, you know, demon or not, it's still his mother, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, basically from that point on, I don't think... because you go to the village to chase after Jujudoma, or whatever her name was, this lady. Yeah, Jujudoma. And at this stage, like chapter 4 or whatever, like, you don't come back to the village after this point. So, like, if you want to lock in stuff with Eke and Magoichi, like, you have until this point, basically. And that's what really kind of surprised me when I looked it up, that because it didn't seem like we were... I would have assumed that you get, like, the entire game to do that. But once you get here, and, like, Kotaro was, like, locked in as our partner, like, he shows up here, and he shows up here again, because we had him, like, locked in, and then... yeah, and then you go to Onigashima, and, like... yeah, look at this shit. I didn't get, like, any of the optional stuff here. Because you get a few opportunities to gift items to them, but I didn't take them necessarily. Yeah, he shows up here just because we weren't friends. So you can see here after... Ooh, this is kind of interesting. Yeah, she comes back here, and I guess there's another scene with her here that plays out differently. But you can see the stuff that we missed here. Gingamufat's the spider crab man. Presumably we could have, like, if we were good friends with Eke or Magoichi, I mean, I guess, I don't know, would they have been with us? Well, they wouldn't be with us at the end, but they would have been with us long enough, about as long as Kotaro was throughout all of this. And yeah, you can see there's a bunch of scenes with all of them here. So, I mean, yeah, Oyu certainly has her fair share of optional scenes, and we got some of them, but you're probably right in that most of what we got with her, like, her percentage is probably gonna naturally be higher than most, because obviously there's gonna be story beats with her that cannot be missed. And there aren't really, like, of the 4 characters, she's the only one that's, like, sort of crucial to the plot. The other characters, all 3 of them, they can kind of disappear whenever, and it doesn't really matter. So 58%, like, yeah, that's not too bad. If you were to make, like, deliberately very different decisions, you'd probably trigger some of these other scenes. But if you don't have the guide to tell you how to get these specific scenes, I feel like you'd have to replay the game so many times. So, like, it's cool that there's stuff. I like this system, and I think it's good that they expose more of it after you beat the game. But it's still, like, trying to kind of get to all of it. I don't know. There's replay value, but aside from the fact that I'm not really interested in, like, playing it more now, it's also, I think, a little... Some of it seems a little esoteric and a little complex. But it doesn't, it's like not, it doesn't drag the game down, per se. Because, like, in some ways it does a little bit, but if this was all there was to it, I still had a great time, and it was still a really cool game. And it's not unusual by any stretch for a Capcom game to have a lot of optional stuff and hidden stuff and, like, stuff that really requires you to play through the entire game multiple times to appreciate and to get. But I think also, I think I'm a little more interested in those kinds of things with a game that is shorter than this. Now, you know, we were stuck for a bit. Like, if I were to start this over from now, it wouldn't take me 12 in-game hours to beat it. But it was, like, kind of exhaustive. And I mean, of course, if I played this when it was new, when I didn't have 5 billion games sitting around waiting to be played, if I didn't literally have the 2 sequels to this waiting to be played, yeah, I'd probably be excited to know that there was much more to discover. But, you know, for now, it leaves me with a slight sense of frustration. I think is too strong a word. It's not frustration over having missed anything. It's a frustration over kind of knowing that even if I were to make an effort to see more of what's there, it's going to be like diminishing returns. You would beat, like, I got 58%, and if I beat the game another time, I would get an additional, what, 10 or 20%, and then you get an additional 5, and at some point, you'll do an entire playthrough in the hopes of maybe seeing one new scene. And I think that's, like, feeling that that's the inevitable endpoint of engaging with the system, that is what's rubbing me the wrong way, I think. So I think, to me, there's, like, a slight mismatch between, like, the obtuseness and the ambiguity of how the systems work, the time you have to invest to kind of experiment with it, and not knowing what to do. I don't know. It doesn't... I have very mixed feelings on it, I guess. it's cool. I really appreciate the ambition of it, and I think it's really cool to, like, if I didn't obsess over that aspect of it, but just started a new game knowing about it, and maybe, let's try a few different things and seeing if I would be able to see some different scenes. And of course, there's nothing in the game. Like, yeah, the game counts the percentage and it shows you what you've unlocked, but it's really up to you whether you want to kind of obsess over it, so to speak. I think if you were to just come back to this game a little bit later, play it for the sake of it, and happen to see different scenes, that would be an enjoyable thing. It's a little bit of a mixed message kind of deal, I guess, when you have the percentage and you are sort of in some ways very explicitly incentivized to collect all of them. I don't know. But I think it's, for me personally, in my sort of taste and how I like to play games, that kind of, like, the scenario completion stuff, I think that is kind of cool. But the gift giving and building relationships and the opaqueness of how that works, that's what maybe, especially because there is this sense that you should get all of it or expect it to, or whatever. I don't know. It all kind of, to me, doesn't quite maybe align with my tastes, if that makes sense. But again, even if all of that were to be something that genuinely, like, was something I felt was bad, it doesn't do much to take away from the stuff that I like about this game, and there's a lot to like about it. It's really, really, really cool, and I think it's a very ambitious, and I can't see myself, having played the first game, being disappointed with this. I think if I had played the first game when it was contemporary and I would have enjoyed this, I would probably have been excited to play a sequel, and this being the sequel I would be presented with, I think I would have been pretty blown away. Like, there's so much going on, and it's really, really cool. So all in all, yeah, I'm very happy with this game. Definitely enjoyed it. 11 hours, 57 minutes. We collected 131,900 souls. 1,087 enemies defeated. Issa no Kimita Kaisu, like 23 times. 23 out of 1,087 enemies killed with the Issa, like the instant counter. We went down 20 floors out of 41 into the Bloody Palace. So yeah, we did find that purple needle thing. Yeah, I think for sure I would have had to have backtracked to find the purple gate to enter the second. And maybe doing that would have triggered some of those other cutscenes that we missed at the end of the scenario stuff. 60 saves, nice and even number. 58% scenario completion. Onimusha, I guess is how you read that. Is that what that says? Are we a young warrior? Or a scrub, anyway. Yeah, it's not a high rank. Save our system data. So we got a bunch of messages for shit we unlocked. I did save, but let me just... So this is... Yeah, let's overwrite the system data. This is so weird. Yeah, it saves. And then it, like, immediately asks you, where do you want to save? Okay, so I have to back out. It's like, are you sure you don't want to save? It's like, I saved. I don't know. It's very strange how that's presented. But anyway, yeah, we unlocked bonus shit. Let's take a quick look at that. So we can watch... oh yeah, there's like artwork and stuff. Yeah, so we can check the scenario route. Yeah, this is what I figured from the guide. It seemed like we can check this. So the orange, of course, showed us the route we took in the most recent playthrough. But I guess this would also just show everything you have ever seen. So technically, I wonder if you have to miss these to like fill in some kind of percentage. But I guess that doesn't make sense because it's actually counting the character. It'd be funny if you had to make sure to miss stuff in order to technically, like, find everything. Then again, maybe you have to beat the game one more time before this updates. Alright, the man in the black suit. This is a mini game where we get to enjoy playing as Jubei in a black suit and sunglasses, it looks like. Nakama to tomo ni asonde iku minigame desu. Demon Onigumi, like demon group. It's a multiplayer minigame, it sounds like. We looked at some of this. This is like trailer and art stuff. Yeah, the announced trailer of Onimusha 2, Tokyo Game Show trailer. The music video for Russian Roulette. Trailer for Onimusha 3. Let me take a look again. I don't think I could quite read this kanji name. Yeah, because this was in the credits too. I guess this was like the guest artist who designed characters. Kind of funny. It looks so different. Obviously, this drawing is not like basing it on the likeness of the actor or anything. But it's really cool to see stuff like this because, like, yeah, the characters in the game, like, they look just like this, basically. They're good designs, and the art is... Like, this art's nicely done, but it's super well realized in the game, too. Nobunaga. So, like, I love this fucking burning ape. That's so cool. Do a good job of like, recreating this, but at the same time, like, in some cases, at least, elevating it as well. Like, I guess this is supposed to be like the powered up Jubei. Like, kind of interesting because, yeah, he's got the eye patch, which it doesn't have in the game, I don't think. Or is this his? Maybe this is his dad. The cutscene or something, but no, this is all like different costumes and shit for the characters. So you do get different armors. But I wonder if this is stuff we didn't get to, or this is just like concepts that didn't quite make it. All right, it's pretty different from all, at least from what we can see of Nobunaga. We don't really see him looking like this. Gun arm dudes. Yeah, this shit, I mean, it's really cool to see it like this. Get a much better look. Yeah, Yagyu Jubei is, as far as I know, commonly depicted with an eye patch. But I'm not, like, historically savvy enough to know if that is, like, always how, like, whether he historically did, or that was just something that kind of caught on at some point. Oh, dude. I feel like I don't remember a lot of this, though. They've got a big old, like, Buddha statue on their back. A lot of these details, like, don't really come across in the game. Art's really sick. Yeah, dude, this is fucking super straight out of a Buichi Terasawa comic, for sure. I guess this is this like the thing that Gogan Dantes was writing? A boat version of this. I'm pretty sure a lot of this doesn't... I mean, yeah, we see this, the ship, but I feel like a lot of this doesn't really ever show up in the game. But it's a very cool, like... just, like, a sense of world building. Yeah, because you have these, like, little automaton dudes or whatever, except they're, like, a vehicle here, it looks like. Like, they had a lot of ideas for this bizarre Genma technology. Yeah, it's very, like, all these very insect-like mechanical designs. that are a lot more interesting than just like the most typical kind of demon, you know, stuff. But also, it's a little bit all over the place. Yeah, some of this, like, especially that gate thing on the left, like, the way this is drawn with some of this kind of biomechanical, not bioorganic. Although it is largely organic. Anyway, I was gonna say some of it is reminding me a bit of Hatsa Terada as well. Just a little bit. I feel like if this game had a remake, these works would be more fully realized. I don't know. It depends on how they were handled and who were making it. I feel. I feel like a lot of this kind of stuff could just as easily be made way more bland and generic. Than a lot of this stuff. And I mean, if anything, I think we don't see the full extent of all this stuff in the game. But I think the game does a good job of delivering on the idea of this kind of vibe. And I think that's something this game, like the first game, didn't have that at all. Like the demon stuff is cool, and you see like how it infects the castle and stuff. But this is like orders of magnitude more inventive and imaginative. And that is like one of the coolest things about this game. Because we're not really seeing it reflected here necessarily, but I was thinking the same thing when we're in Onigashima and we see these like strange statues and these like skeleton hallways and stuff. Like it's yeah, it's really, really cool and fun and out there. And that has me really excited. Like, I don't know who this artist is. I'm curious to do a little bit of research, but I feel like this is a creative kind of voice and angle that wasn't really present in the first game. But I'm curious to learn if this is going to feel like an outlier, or if 3 and 4 are going to feel like they build on the specifics of this vibe. Hita Amamiya. I wonder if, let me look real quick. I wonder if that's, because I did some, so I'm going to assume this guy did a bunch of, yeah, he did a lot of tokusatsu stuff. But I think he, yeah, he did Zeidam. Just look at this list real quick on this Wikipedia page. Yeah, he's not the, I remember doing more research on some other really amazing artists who did a lot of character designs for Kamen Rider and other tokusatsu shows, but it's not this guy. But yeah, this guy is definitely, I mean, it figures. That's kind of the vibe I got from looking at this. I didn't recognize his name or the art style specifically. But yeah, I mean, you could see half of these creatures like easily show up in a Power Rangers or Kamen Rider. So of course that shit is awesome. Now we're wrapping up stream shortly. We will get to Onimusha 3. I'm not sure if we'll start that immediately. I need to, we'll see. I'll be streaming again on Wednesday, and either I'll be really excited to dig into Onimusha 3, or maybe I will feel like messing with some other stuff in between. But we'll play that in the not too distant future, that's for sure. Oh yeah, so this is his artwork, and I guess this is the Capcom. Yeah, okay, so Capcom staff artwork. Really cool. Well, if you want to keep up to date on upcoming streams, I recommend you join my Discord and follow me on Twitter. I mean, I might let you know if I remember. But usually I don't make a lot of plans too far ahead of time. So we'll see. But I have a set schedule at least. So when I'll be playing this, it'll be during those hours. And you can see my schedule if you scroll down on my Twitch profile page. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays. Yeah, this is apart from the first game. It's kind of funny though, like the none of this is like, I mean, I recognize some of these scenes from the game. There we go. Like towards the very end, we get some of the actual cool, imaginative indoor shit. Yeah, this is yeah, these are in the manual. This Ikeno's drawings. Yeah, it was funny. I was praising a lot of the environments for being like really cool and sick, but even in this entire gallery of environment art, we don't really see that much of it. I mean, this is very nicely done for what it is, but doesn't quite reflect the full awesomeness going on. But it's cool to see these like fairly elaborate drawings, and it's like, yeah, this is the exact layout. Like you can tell that when they built the 3D scenes, it was very much built off of these drawings. But yeah, man, very good game. Very good game. I like this a lot. I was having a feeling for some time that this might drag on a little bit, but but I enjoyed it. All right, let's take a super quick look at some of the minigame stuff here before we wrap up. Game start. View events. Return. All right, let's. All right, so as the man in the black suit, we avoid enemy attacks and make it to the goal. このゲームでは敵を倒すことができません. You can't fight enemies. Just play until you run out of time or health. And you can unlock, find film rolls, I guess. Or film something or other. That will unlock items. Oh, okay. Or just like dropped. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, so this is a lot like... No, I'm trying to... Yeah, we have like a little paper roll or something. This is a lot like tofu mode in Resident Evil. I'm trying to go inside here. There we go. So you can heal up at least. You get healing items. Ah, fuck, there was a thing there. There we go. Yeah, we beat the game. We beat the game. I think this is where we go.
Excellent.
I wonder how far this goes. Livstar, thank you for the follow. We're like stuck farming here for a while, I remember. Yeah, so fucking hell. Let me pick it up. There we go. Yeah, we finished the game like half an hour ago. Jubei is well, based on, I don't know, the character model uses the likeness of Yusuke Matsuda, was that his name? Yeah. Alright, I have to find thing, I guess. So I guess this was a look he was famous for, or he played someone in a movie that looked like this. I mean, it looks familiar, but I'm not like familiar with him, his body of work. I'm trying to remember. I did discuss my opinions at length. Yes. But the short version is I did like it. Yes. I just remember we had to do something to find something that seemed hidden. Is it in here? No, there we go. I keep fucking locking on to everyone so I can't attack this. I can't defeat enemies in this mode either, so am I just fucking out of luck here? I can't, like, not lock on. There we go. I don't know if you need... You actually need the chart, but... Yeah, so, Samanosuke is played by, Takeshi Kaneshiro, who, there we go. I was trying to remember, like, what I've seen him in, but he's, this is not at all right. Yeah, I didn't run past. I need to use... I'm a fucking idiot. He's in Versus, if anyone's seen that. If anyone's into sick action movies in the mid-2000s, you might have seen that movie. The Ryuhei Kitamura directed movie. Equipment. He was in, what's that? House of Flying Daggers, I think? Like, he's, Chinese, Japanese, so I think he's been in... I think he's been in probably a bunch of, like, Hong Kong movies and stuff, too. I'm not really sure. But I guess that was like a thing for this series. But it's not, I mean, Capcom did that for other games too. Like the main character in Lost Planet is based on some Korean actor. But obviously these things wouldn't be like terribly publicized in like the overseas releases where these people aren't exactly household names. I assume the chart, like I probably didn't need to collect the chart because I don't think this probably changes. Byun-Hung Lee, okay, I see. I didn't even know who that is, kind of. Oh, that's not the one I thought it was. So, that's the one. That's Blue Dragon, right? Yeah. And I think the bottom one is the Phoenix. I think the White Tiger goes on the left. Yeah, there we go. But I guess you probably get to keep the films you've collected, which means you could speed down here a lot faster next time, probably. Oh yeah, this part, right. Did we have... I didn't miss anyone so far, at least. I'm not sure if you can, like, climb down the ledge. A little goofy way of doing it, but it works. I was gonna say, I can't save, can I? I was like, oh, yeah, of course. They're not gonna remove the graphics for the save station. Oh, I'm having fucking traumatic memories looking at this, because this is where we're stuck for like hours with Kotaro, because I foolishly assumed that the Bloody Palace thing was optional when it was in fact not. Alright, thank you. Oh, I missed one! 50. I wonder if it still, the timer still counts down. Doesn't look like it, but... Man, I had like the perfect dodge climbing up there the first time. Alright. That was somehow even sicker, because I should definitely have gotten hit by that. That's fine. Take those. Obviously, in the real game, you're kind of incentivized to collect souls and whatnot, but it's still kind of funny to think, like, yeah, if you really wanted to book it, it kind of gives you an idea of how relatively well you could just kind of sprint past stuff. Looks like your cardboard tube, or whatever it is. Actually, what did it say? Sponge stick. Okay. It's very soft, so it deals minimal damage. Still knocks people away. We're not gonna get much use of that. Archers. Oh, I just want at least one more film. No, I died. Shit. I just wanted to collect the last one. Oh well. Am I generally interested in ROM hacks, mods, and stuff like that? I mean, I have worked on several mods and homebrew games and stuff, so yeah, of course. As far as, I mean, am I interested? Yes. As far as like games to play on stream or stuff to investigate, I don't know. I mean, we've played some like ROM hacks and fan translation stuff of some Mega Drive games when I got my EverDrive. But it's like, I only have so much time to keep up with stuff. But I'm not like categorically uninterested in it. It's just not something I... oh, don't tell me... Well, okay, maybe not. I was going to say, don't tell me I needed to not die. I guess I would have time over. Maybe I needed to actually use them. I guess I needed to actually use them to get them. Whoops. Oh well, okay. I figured I just needed to collect them. Well, we don't really have time to do that again, because we're going to wrap up the stream very shortly, but... Oh well. Team Oni. Oh, I see. Alright, fine. I'm just gonna see what this looks like. Yeah, the Man in Black suit mode is just about running and dodging and avoiding. I want to say again that, isn't the tofu mode in RE2 pretty much that? Fucking Powerball, I just saw the color thing there. I guess this probably would have made more sense if I actually read what the point of this is. This is some kind of a... it looked like I couldn't leave this room, so... This game has like 8 billion different things in it, so I think it's quite okay. Oh, I guess you lose health, possibly. Oh, so we pick the other characters. Alright. I wonder if you can switch... Yeah, okay. You can switch back and forth. Guess I can't quit. We'll just select? Yeah, okay. Read the instructions? No, options, okay. No, I don't know, I don't think it's worth complaining. There's like a billion cool things in this game. Like, would the bonus mode be more fun if it's, hey, here's a section from the game, and it plays exactly like the same game. Do it again. That seems completely meaningless compared to a mode that plays totally differently. It's a cool bonus as far as I'm concerned, but I'm not interested in carrying that discussion further. Kendo's cut a mod of RE2. I don't know. I mean, it's like, I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I'll have the energy to look into that. It's not me being dismissive of it. It's just like, there's a lot of RE stuff I'd want to play, and I feel like I'd sooner want to play one of the like 5 versions of RE2 that's out there. I mean, I've played some of them before, some of them to completion, some not. Before digging into that kind of stuff. I mean, it's cool that people do those kinds of things, for sure. I don't mean to, like I said, I don't mean to dismiss it at all. But especially, like, if I was going to play RE2, I would probably want to buy a copy and play it, and not putz around with emulators to play a hack version. That's not to say that I'm, like, against doing it or anything. It's just that I have so many games and I enjoy the physical aspect of collecting and playing the games as an extension of that, that I'm usually not that inclined to play a bunch of games that aren't like part of that. But it's cool. I mean, yeah, Resident Evil game like mods and hacks aren't something I mean, aside from, of course, from like mods for the new games, I assume it's a mod of the original RE2 and not the new one. But people doing like versions of the older games isn't something it doesn't like hugely shock me, but it's not something I was particularly aware of, I guess. But anyway, yeah, we finally did it. We finished Onimusha 2. I was definitely, as I said at the very beginning of the stream, I was incredibly not confident that we would finish this game tonight. I thought there was more left of it than there really was. But it worked out nicely. We just had enough time to finish it and take a quick look at some of the bonus stuff. And yeah, we'll pack up there. As I said, Onimusha 3 definitely on the docket. We'll be playing that at some point in the probably not too distant future. As of right now, I don't exactly have a bunch of other stuff I've been like itching to play on stream more than usual. But whenever I finish a game like this that's taking like 3 or 4 streams to go through, I usually like kind of mixing things up a little bit by just cleansing the palate a little bit with something else. And I don't exactly have anything lined up for that. I do have a bunch of other PS2 games I want to play, but those are all kind of similar levels of time investment required and such. So they won't necessarily work as palate cleansers in that sense. But yeah, I'll have to think about it. I'll spend some time tomorrow night probably looking over my backlog and seeing if there's anything else that stands out. It's entirely possible that we might just do some random arcade beat-em-ups or something on Wednesday. Who knows? Anything's possible. We might even start on Onimusha 3. I can't rule out that possibility. It all kind of depends on what I feel like, I think. But yeah, I feel good about beating this. Enjoy this very much. Looking forward to the 3rd and 4th game whenever we do get to them, whether that's later this week or not. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Please stick around for another minute or so while I figure out who else is streaming so we can raid them. But yeah, take care. Thanks for watching.